Previously on Dungeon Call.
You have a medicinal medallion that has taken 1 year for the priests here to construct.
You mean the package that has been cut in the bottom?
Oh, it is not. Oh,
Gaping open?
on the bottom.
The last second in your 20 is missing.
Maybe if I just recheck it, if I just go over it again, it'll be there.
You experienced death, and you experienced imminent death. It didn't feel like a dream, it felt real.
What we've seen is what will come to pass unless we do something about it. This is a liminal event, which means I and the people that are involved have the opportunity to change it.
Something stutters in the existence of the world. These folks glitch in, blades of amber fire in their hands. There seems to be one person who is in charge.
Hold fast, my friend. Don't panic.
Instead of casting a spell, I am recalling it. I am pulling it out of the time stream from some other time where I did cast this spell.
Cerise, who really wanted to look at the amulet, successfully stole it from you.
Oh, this is why you mustn't trust family.
The main bad guy, he's on fire. When you're on fire, you have a tendency to concentrate on that. So he's going to glitch. It's the farthest I can glitch. He is going to grab Cerise, and they're both going to disappear.
What?
Boom. They're gone. Welcome back to Dungeon Call, above board's foray into the Dungeons & Dragons arena. This week, we have the same cast that we had last week, but let's introduce them anyway, shall we? We have Alexa Cappiello, Shea Parker.
Hey, folks.
Brian Spillane.
Hello there.
Special guest star, Jason Charles Miller.
Yay.
And on the other side, we have Leif Gantvoort, Dan Billet.
Hello.
Ashleigh Morghan.
Hey.
And special guest star, Becca Scott.
Why, hello there.
Hello.
We're going to pick up from where we left off last week. So this being the beginning of Chapter 2, we are going to read a little story, but this one's going to be much shorter. It is a doctrine. Each god on Lear, and there are 50 of them, has a doctrine that dictates the feel, the essence, the rules that regard their faith and how their god thinks and functions. So this week, we're going to read a doctrine. What's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine. When that which is yours becomes that which is mine is a question of perception and opportunity. Your lack of perception and my abundance of opportunity. The one constant in the universe is that ownership is fleeting. No object, no concept, no prize, and no principle is held by any one person longer than fate dictates is their due. The more that you control your fate, the longer you can hold it at bay, and thus hold that which your heart desires in your precarious possession. Never take without want. Never want what you cannot take, and never believe that there is anything that cannot be taken. A plan is what you make of it, and what you make of any plan is only as good as the plan you make when the first plan fails. The first plan always fails. In failure, own your mistakes. However, if you are caught, remember the one constant in the universe is that ownership is fleeting. Your mistake was believing that what's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine. Doctrine of Babbage, God of Thieves. So, when we last left our story, we had learned that 6 of you are interconnected. 5 of you to a single individual, Tyll, the Time Walker. There is a liminal event that Tyll is attached to, a moment in time of great opportunity for change. Tyll also last week discovered that there was a missing second 1 month hence. And Tiberius, who was the High Time Walker, seemed to believe that the two couldn't possibly not be related in some way. You then had what's called glimpses. People who are time-touched, like Tyll, have these glimpses of this one pivotal moment in their future. And for some reason, through this connection that you had with Tyll, you were having your own glimpses in a location that is very similar to the one that Tyll is experiencing. As well, some greater force tried to attack and either kill you all, or maybe all they were trying to do was steal a medallion. In the process of stealing that medallion, you were left with your buddy Varn with no solution for his daughter's illness, and you were left without a sister.
Me too.
Who happened to be the one holding the medallion when she was captured.
Unfortunate.
So now you find yourself at the Lion's Peak Sanctuary, having Wyndham just left with the information that she gave you.
That's where Tobiath works, right?
Yes. That's where Tobiath works, and or at least did up until recently.
5.
True. The nice thing is they could say, well, it's because he has a quest to go on, not because we're firing you because you lost an incredibly expensive and critical medallion that you were entrusted with.
I'm not going to ask.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take my loss.
So I leave it there. That is where we are. You guys also had a battle. Are you guys going to attempt to have a short rest?
I'd like to.
Yeah. Did we level up? I thought
you did. You leveled up as a result of chapter 1.
Yeah.
Yay.
So yes, if you are going to attempt to take a short rest, then I will have you roll for your hit points for your next level.
Yeah, let's do that.
What about a long rest?
You can have a long rest if you like as well.
I would prefer a long.
I would imagine that you could probably arrange for somewhere
Do you have enough pull or clout here still?
I think I could make arrangements. Perhaps the idea that we would be leaving would be motivation to let us rest before we depart.
Who would you like to speak to about trying to get 7 beds? You already have one here.
Is the headmistress available?
Well, she just left the room.
Okay. Then I would ask for a lower level administrator that doesn't really know me very well.
Okay, sure.
Very specific.
Sure. You have asked somebody if they could have a low level administrator come in.
Yes.
Sure.
I have only been on the premises a very short time. I don't have a lot of relationships to call on. That's why the generic request. I have not developed a lot of friendships here yet.
Sure.
I imagine that's hard for you in any environment.
Ouch.
Maybe. Maybe I'm working on it.
Haven't you just met?
Could I go to the dormitory?
Well, are you waiting for someone to come? Or
yes, I would rather they come.
Well, they haven't come yet. It's almost as if they're not in a rush to accommodate you.
They haven't come yet.
It's odd, because if you go into any building and you say, can you find me a low-level administrator that I can talk to? They don't come right away. They don't just snap to your attention and go, low-level bureaucrat here, how can I help you? So, the call has gone out.
All right, so I'm working.
Sure.
First of all,
any other conversations that anyone would like to have?
Well, I do have a question. Why did you touch me with that light arm?
What?
There's this thing that grabbed me from you, and I want to know what that was.
Are you talking about the glimpse that you saw?
No. Like these tendrils came out from you and touched a lot of us. What was that?
Yes, when Wyndham cast the spell, tendrils reached out from Tyll and touched every one of you, but Declyn and...
I don't like to be touched, is my point.
And I will respect that. I was not in control of that part of the experience. I think that was sort of a manifestation of the connection that you five are bound to me with.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, if you're going to be reaching with tendrils, you better ask consent first, especially when it comes to my girl, Eelynn.
I'm gonna get ahead of this. I fully understand that. I did not do that part. That was also done to me.
So that's never happened before?
The tendrils, no. The glimpse,
we know
yes.
The glimpse has happened before.
Yes.
He's making himself the victim.
I've got a question. We all glimpse the same place, right? We think.
I think
towers,
so, yeah.
right around the same moment.
Bridge.
The bridge, yeah.
Yes.
There was a cliff.
Yeah. There's a cliff, right? All those things.
Who's Cliff?
Well,
A cliff.
A cliff.
A mountain cliff. Wise one, this one over here.
yeah. So, does anyone know where that is?
I had never seen that before either.
Well, as someone who didn't have this glimpse, perhaps someone could sketch it. I might know.
I really don't recall a lot of details. I mean, I do have a paint. I could paint it, but I just don't really recall.
Does it ring any bells for, like, was there anything about it that maybe...
Well, make a history roll, everybody.
Does anyone sketch it for Declyn and I to see if it rings a bell?
Yeah, I guess the two you can't roll because you really have no idea. You didn't see anything.
That's okay, I rolled a 2.
Describe it in very, very exacting detail.
Does anyone here have any artistic talents to be able to draw?
I do.
You
in
do?
real life.
I have calligrapher.
Oh, because
I'm talking your character.
I rolled badly anyway.
I don't see art on my sheet.
That would be something. If any of you had,
I'm painting stuff. I grew up painting.
so if you have a painter's kit, that does mean if you have tools and you have proficiency within those tools, that means that you have talent within that realm. So if you have paint, you could, and you don't need to actually use paint. You can use any kind of a medium.
Blood.
You're just going to pull paint out of your bag? And
I have a paint. I keep it on me because
it's fine.
It's how I cope with
All right,
things.
sure. Of course, the problem is in your glimpse, I believe
right.
you died.
Exactly. That's what I was like. I don't know that my glimpse would be
I think you could draw something of a hammer that was coming down, or something hitting you very hard. Before you get too far into your artistic abilities, what were the rolls? What was the highest roll? Who rolled over 15?
I did.
So what did you roll?
17.
17?
22.
22?
30-20, he beat me.
Yeah.
30-20. All right, so I would say the three of you.
Of course, me and Tyll.
So there is a city called Tyr, Tyrr. It's called the City of 1,000 Towers. It is a Declyn-based city, and it is literally built on a mountainside with cliffs all around. According to the nickname of the city, 1,000 towers. In each tower is you journey from tower to tower from bridges. So could very much be Tyr that you guys were in.
Question, is this on Jura or is this a different?
Yep, it's on Jura.
Okay.
In fact, if you look at your maps, you will see it just past the Iron Mountains.
I see it, right here in the center.
Yep. So that could be the location.
Could be. We're not sure, obviously.
Well,
I've had a lot of time to think about this. I'm pretty sure it's Tyr.
Have you been there before?
No, I've stayed away from it.
Why?
Why?
Because when I go there in the glimpse, I see her dead.
Who's her?
I see Eelynn dead in my glimpse. I have stayed away from Tyr for that purpose. I know that's not how it works, but I couldn't just go there. So I've stayed away from it.
Well, maybe if you'd gone there before, we wouldn't have to go there now.
I'm sensing a history between the two of you.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I mean, not only just the talking in another language and getting quite upset with each other.
Have they found our rooms yet? I think I'm quite tired.
Sounds like somebody's avoiding talking.
Now wait, when was the first time you experienced this glimpse, you call it?
10 years ago.
10 years?
Yeah.
You didn't do anything about it yet?
Thank you.
Fun fact, in the followers of Declyn, generally speaking, aren't allowed to attempt to change the features that we see. In fact, that's the number one rule. The point is knowledge.
That doesn't sound fun.
So
Fun is not really the purpose of it.
You said it was a fun fact.
Oh, the fact. I just thought knowledge is always useful.
But if you die and then we all die and I saw myself killing you, why would I not try to change that?
This moment, this current situation is different from how they all work. It's liminal, as they've said, so it can be changed. But
So now you're allowed to change the future.
Yes, this doesn't happen.
When it's pertaining to him, basically.
But in the past, he wasn't.
You know what? I'm like her. I'm tired now. I don't want to hear this anymore.
Every vision of the future that every Time Walker has seen in my lifetime, and to my knowledge, has come true. These things happen. When you see them, they're going to happen. They will happen. They have effectively happened. This is the only experience of this that I've ever actually heard of. People talk about liminal events as if they were, it's the kind of story you tell yourself when you can't accept reality. You think, oh, maybe it's just a liminal event. There are no recorded liminal events in Time Walker history because either they were only theorized up until now, or we don't
remember.
It just struck me that it could be a thing that has been kept secret, which wouldn't really jive with our whole deal, because we tell people. If we find something interesting, we tell people about it, except when it's to do with the future. It's a sticky mess that it all kind of works out with.
But if you timekeepers are keeping the history and then you predict everything and then it perfectly is fulfilled, if you made a mistake, wouldn't you just say, no, never mind, we had it right actually?
True.
Okay, these are good questions. It's just that time theory is something I've literally been studying for 10 years, and to condense it down into one conversation is a little tricky. So I will do my best. When you see something, it happens. But your perspective of it is important and needs to be taken into consideration. So part of the reason that you don't tell people is because you're only seeing it from one perspective. And so if you see it from...
I know this trick. It's like sleight of hand. It's what I do with my cups.
Slightly different. In that I'm not trying to trick anyone.
You try to trick
I don't know about
that.
Yes, but you've been trying to avoid Tyr, and isn't that a way that you've been trying to not have the future happen?
I guess you could... Yeah, okay. You know what? Sure, I was scared. I'll admit that. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to see that. I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't want to make it happen by my own choice. So forgive me. Yeah, I was weak. I didn't want to see it.
But why didn't you just tell me we had gone there and changed it?
Because I can't.
Yeah, why?
Because I can't. That's what I'm trying to impress.
Being forced to do it.
It is the most important aspect of my people that if you see something like this, you don't tell anyone. That day, when I saw it, I went home and they knew that I had seen something, because for us, it changes you. I'm honestly surprised that you all don't have a physical change from this, because when it happens to us, I'm 27, my hair is white. That's a thing that happened because of this. So they saw me, they saw my hair, they knew that something had happened, and the first thing they said is, don't tell us.
So your policy is if you see something, don't say something.
Mm-hmm. This is all making my skull soup.
There's just rules about it.
Well, I think the rules have been broken because all of us have seen it now.
Exactly.
So
So I
we just
don't
need
think-
to go there. Like all of this talking about it's not going to go any further. We should go there. I don't know what stop it from happening. Get your time thing back. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, but maybe if we go there, we'll find some clues on how we can stop it.
Do all that maybe in the morning?
I'd love to get some.
Everybody roll a history check real quick. Again.
Can I use my same one?
This is...
Yikes.
13.
12.
19.
14.
14.
18.
6. 5.
Yikes.
Anybody who rolled over 10 has heard the story of Arlindis. Arlindis was Nagellan's daughter. Now, Arlindis died during the Gods' War. And one of the things that followers of Declyn point to, because this concept that they don't let people know about the future, because Declyn is one of the 10 great gods, is something that they point to, that Declyn knew his own daughter was going to die and did not warn her and did not tell her. So from the moment of her birth to the moment of her death, Declyn knew exactly what was going to happen and didn't try to alter or change those events. So that is a pretty well-known piece of history within this world.
I've never heard it.
Yeah, well.
Tyll, are you the kind of person that thinks Declyn was a good father?
I think that his aptitude as a parent is less important as his position as a god.
That's why I want to kill my uncle. Terrible father.
Well, I commend you for respecting your faith, and I will, in the meantime, sketch up part of my glimpse to maybe hopes of us finding Tyr, and I don't know what we'll do there, but...
Yeah, so that's my question is, what are we supposed, where do we find a second?
I don't know. Again, this is so many things that we've never experienced before. So we're on new ground here. As loath as I am to say it, I do think that going to Tyr is probably the best option for us to search, but we also should try to find anything we can about the people that attacked us. I mean, they have to be connected to this somehow.
Yes.
Did you look under your bed? I lost my sword once. It was under my bed.
I'll give that a try next time. Thank you.
Declyn, you could see Varn getting increasingly more uncomfortable with this conversation, looking furtive and restless. You know he doesn't like big cities at all. But you can see he kind of wants to leave.
Varn, I think you should return home. I will find the medallion for your daughter. I will go with these people and figure out where it is. There is a connection.
And I will be right there with him. I swear to Ceresia that it's my life goal is to never leave his side until we get that medallion back.
I can't breathe.
The person who lost it.
Lost, stolen, semantics. I'm here for you.
I too will help find it, and I am quite good at finding it.
I hope so.
Do you have any sort of way you communicate with your sister telepathically or spiritually, astral plane perhaps, that you could find?
That'd be
Dungeon Master?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Is it on your sheet? Does it say anywhere?
It says here,
Write it on your sheet.
it says here, whatever's fun.
You do not have any special sister way to communicate with your sister, at least up to this point in both of your journeys.
We've diverged at a certain point in our lives, and, well, we would do for a reunion. You know her better than I do at this point.
Do I have some kind of telepathic?
What about a finding spell? I mean, for your sister, possibly, but the coin is unique, right? The medallion.
Well, if you had, say, 200 gold pieces, I could forge a new spell coin.
You're going to pay for it, Tyll.
I can't by myself, but my thought is that if we could, I mean, there are people that offer that service, right? You know, someone who could find a lost item. That could give us a clue as to where to go.
I don't have enough money. I just bought a new shirt.
Is a lost item the same as one that was so clearly taken so forcefully and deliberately? I'm not that familiar with those kinds of spells, but would that...
I mean, I think that it's just a location spell. So I don't know it, but it's... I think we can probably hire someone to do that.
Varn clasps your arm in the manner of your people and looks you in the eye and says, I swear I'd come if I thought I'd be any help.
I understand, old friend. And I know what limitations you have, especially in cities, and it looks like we're going from one to another. I'm not particularly thrilled about that either, but if it gets us the medallion to heal Tila, I will do it.
Well, good friend, I shall go home and await your arrival.
It pains me that this is what it has come to, but at least someone has vowed to be with me every step of the way as it is owed to us.
I feel I owe that to you. So yes, every step of the way.
You owe it to his daughter.
Yes, it was my responsibility to deliver that. So yes, we're bound to deliver that medallion.
All right. And he leans in close to you. And watch that one. I don't trust her.
Oh, me?
Well, roll a perception check. Did you hear that? He said it very quietly.
But I saw, you didn't notice anything. At all.
Well, you did, you know, what was the roll? Was that bad?
9.
You did, I mean, you saw him like move a head towards you.
Are they talking about me? I saw a head
and
gesture.
Tips his hat and exits.
So, Zin, as Tyll has been speaking to other people, moves up right here, right next to him.
Hi.
Seems like we're going to be spending a lot of time together.
Well, yeah, we seem to be bound by fate in that way.
I really like your hair. I thought it was a choice, but you're telling me it's something else.
It's not. Yeah, no, not a choice. It's just kind of the thing that happens to me.
Well.
So Tyll, are you saying that someone stole this second? Someone might have it?
Yes, that is what he's saying.
I'm
Why
not
do you
talking
have
to
to
you,
keep
copycat.
on asking the same questions? Also, I'm tired. Can we please sleep?
Yes, come in.
Someone asked for a low level.
Yes. It might not have been the best choice. It was my first choice, but thank you for being here. Wait, I think we met when I arrived here.
Make a perception check.
Yes, I 19. Yes, I do. I do.
You
know.
don't recognize.
Okay. I don't know you.
You don't recognize.
Thank goodness.
In fact, you're pretty sure you've never seen him.
That's right. I've never seen you.
Now you think about it.
Pretty sure. But I'm glad that you're here. We would love a place for the 8 of us to spend the evening.
All 8 of you?
Yes, please.
In the same.
Hasn't Vern?
There's
yes,
9
I'm
of
sorry.
us.
9. The
She's
9
a
of us.
copycat.
Yes.
She could just hover in a bed next to it.
But
The guy counts all of you. Of course, there are 10 of you.
but Vern
but
was
Anders, Anders.
You forget about my friend.
yes, I did.
Anders goes, no. He's good. He's good.
I'm still sorry.
I suppose. He looks around and he goes, "Oh, I've heard about this. You're that one."
I'm just so used to these things being really, kept close to the vest, close to the chest. The thing where it's secret. Does everyone know about this now?
No, I just got to shake your hand. I haven't seen Wyndham that discombobulated in years. And he moves forward to shake your hand. Everyone make a perception check.
Oh, yeah.
These dice are all in trouble.
It's a good little 12.
10.
22.
22.
15.
Yeah.
11.
It's not good.
And I'm
All right,
proficient.
so the 20, what did you roll?
15.
7.
7? So the 20 and the 22, notice that there is a small ring in the center of his palm as he goes to shake hands with him.
Can I hesitantly go and
Can I reach out and grab his hand?
All right.
As quick as I can.
Make a dexterity check.
All right.
Against his.
I rolled just a straight dexterity check. I rolled a 14.
14, and that's with the bonuses for your dexterity?
That's with my just dexterity bonus. If it was like a sleight of hand, that might be even better. Because I'm slighted.
All right, I'll let that be a sleight of hand. Sure.
Excellent. I roll a 16.
16?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything?
I am watching. I'm
just watching. Okay.
Oh yeah, grab his wrist.
Well, you're not fast enough. He's faster.
Oh.
And he is going to lunge to try and touch you. Fortunately, he rolled a 19 against you. What's your AC?
That's a 12.
So fortunately, I did not roll very good, and you kind of get out of the way as he tries to basically slap a hand on his shoulder.
Boundaries. We've been having a big conversation about that.
Oh, now you have boundaries.
He's got something on his hand.
He's got a dagger.
Sorry.
Roll initiative.
Oh no!
Now I'm not going to bring out the table here because I don't think this is going to turn into that kind of a thing. But we'll see.
You have no idea, trash.
We'll see. Leif.
Natty.
Huh?
Nat.
0?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, nat 20. Okay, nice. So what is that with bonuses?
My initiative bonus?
Yeah.
23.
23.
23, because that can matter. All right.
21.
Okay.
11.
11.
12.
12.
19.
19.
Lower than yours.
Also in that 20 with 3 for 23 total.
I had to steal my
So
thunder,
also-
did you, Brian?
Every chance I
Brian.
can.
So narratively, this is appropriate. I rolled a 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Dead last.
13.
13. All right, and I roll. Brian and Leif, which one of you has the higher dexterity?
My dexterity is, is a 3 plus 3.
What is your dexterity
16.
score?
16, sorry.
16. What is
16,
your
sorry.
dexterity?
It's 16.
Roll off.
All right. I'm going to go with Leif because I like him better than Brian.
Sorry, trying to get you a roll.
Oh, the Team Brian people are already writing.
I feel like
Number
we're all
one,
Team
son.
Brian.
Number one, son.
Number one.
Hashtags going. Get in the comments.
Look, I got to live with Leif. You know what he's like. All right, Leif, you go first. What are you going to do? Now, by the way, it's perfectly acceptable if you do not understand what is going on to say nothing, to do nothing.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I do not like aggression.
That is true. What do?
I pull my sword.
All right, just pull it. Nothing else?
No, I go after him.
All right, roll to hit.
Okay, so I rolled a. How does this work again? 11 plus 6, so 17.
That's a hit.
For 7 points of damage. No, 7, 8, 9. No, because I'm not in rage. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. All right, Brian.
We have not rested since our last battle, correct?
Nope.
So I don't have any spells to throw.
That's correct.
So I will, I guess since the attack is on, I'm not prone to do that, but I fail force. I will throw a Sacred Flame with a dexterity saving throw of D8 to defend my fellow mate. So,
no, he's got to make it.
Yeah, so you have the dexterity saving throw.
Okay, yep.
I love that you guys are so willing to jump into my rage
So I
state.
succeeded
Just
the saving throw.
attack this guy.
All right. So that means.
So is that just a miss?
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Dan.
me. Yeah. I just try to pin his hand so he can't touch anybody.
Right?
But that's so.
All right, make a roll. Now,
Yes.
I will say this. If you roll poorly on this, that may mean he touches you with that hand.
Well, I've just said what I'm doing, so I guess I've got to live with
Or
the
my
consequences.
sword
But I would
gets
say this is probably like an acrobatics kind of thing, because I'm acrobatically trying to do
Well,
that.
it's a grapple.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a grapple-batics, right?
Oh, I see what you're doing.
What's the
I think
difference?
He's gonna
What's the
roll
difference
first
between
and then
grapple and
grab him,
acrobatics?
right?
No, he's gonna roll now. You ready?
What am I rolling?
Well, with a grapple, it's a strength. I believe strength.
Do
I
something.
think strength to do it, and then acrobatics or athletics to break free.
That's correct.
So it's athletics to start the grapple, I think.
Would be athletics to start the grapple.
Yeah.
I think it's
And then
athletics to break the
defender,
grapple.
I'm looking at it right now. Defender gets to choose athletics or acrobatics, but the attacker is athletics.
Oh, so it is athletics. That's what I thought. So athletics.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Here we go.
What is it? A D1?
Where's the dice, Jen?
Your copy code.
I rolled a 1.
That is not good.
I'm so scared for you, friend.
That's not good.
So I rolled a 7, which is better than a 1.
It is by 6.
Is it?
So he succeeded. However, he is not trying to get you with this. Although, as you grapple with him, and you can see that, you can see, it's very close to your face.
Yeah.
And there is a needle in that
wow.
circle.
Yeah.
And you can, it's so close. You want to, what is that?
Is that
The baby
It doesn't taste good. It's that close.
Is it poison? Because I would know. Perhaps.
Well, make a perception at disadvantage.
He's wearing a needle?
disadvantage.
I mean, I've got a
got a needle in the palm of his hand.
feet. So
That's a weird choice for him to make. Wardrobe-wise.
would be 16 with disadvantage.
16 with disadvantage.
No, you rolled great.
11.
Damn. All right. Well,
Damn.
I'm going to say, with that good at disadvantage, and you are a poison expert.
Yes.
Yeah, that needle's got some kind of poison on it.
Can I say poison?
For
Poison,
sure.
poison, poison.
You can say sure. Poison. Your turn, Jason.
I want nothing to do with this. I will strike at his arm, instantaneously casting primal savagery. Large nails protrude
Perfect.
from my hand as I strike.
Maybe up though.
21.
Dang, got him. What's the damage?
So the damage is 10 points of acid damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
Thank you.
All right. So he's broken your grapple. You've just acid damaged the arm that's got the needle on it.
I sworded him.
You slashed him. So he looks around. He is badly, and I mean badly wounded, to the point where it's surprising that he's still up. And he just goes, and then immediately starts to convulse. Blood and I would say like a foam start coming out of his mouth, and he falls to the floor dead.
Yeah, that was poison.
We heard you.
Can Laric also taste the foam just to make sure?
So he can do anything he wants. It's up to him.
I don't think I will.
Tobias,
Well, I just want to say, not the order that I signed up for. As far as I know, I'm new. Oh, God, someone else. Everyone.
You want to get the door?
Who is it?
Hello, little bureaucrat.
I picture all of us with weapons drawn, panting.
Should I let him in?
I don't know.
I don't know. He announced himself with his title.
Hold on.
That doesn't sound trustworthy.
I pushed Teal to the back of the room behind all of us wielding our weapons.
Yeah, this is smart. I'll be back here.
Protect
Can I come in? There's a dead body, by the way, laying on the floor.
Look, let me just go to the. I open the door just to crack with my foot behind it so that it can't open anymore.
So roll.
Do you have strength?
Roll perception for this guy.
Okay, perception is a 10.
So you don't recognize him either.
No, gosh. No.
Oh, yes.
long have you worked
hi.
here?
Hi. I don't know. I had asked Wyndham to send someone to get us a room. There's a bunch of us. We're a bit disheveled. We're not presentable.
I don't know if I want to stay here
Can I
anymore.
impersonate Wyndham from behind the door?
You sure?
I have the actor feat, so I would get advantage on
Why
this roll.
not? Go for it. So that would be deception.
Great, so I'll get...
Yeah, and you'll get advantage on deception.
And, yes, give them the room. Yes, it's a deception. 22.
All right, do your best Wyndham impression there.
I say, do give these pathetic lowlives the beds they require.
Oh, Wyndham's in there, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
Wyndham's
It's
in there.
Tom, by the way.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can tell you didn't recognize me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we had lunch together.
Oh, yeah. That was that day. Oh, you were. It was right after your mother had passed. I'm so sorry. I forgot about that.
She's still dead.
I'm sorry, Tom.
But I'll get you the room.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom. And if it could be as fast as possible, that would be greatly appreciated.
Right away.
Oh, there's separate rooms.
Sorry, wait, guys. Someone knows we're here and is trying to kill us.
So I said, I don't know if I want to stay here
Did you
anymore.
say someone's trying to kill you?
I was saying it quietly.
Retroactively quiet.
I thought he was gone now.
A few more requests
Hold on a
as
moment, Tom,
Wyndham.
and I close the door again.
Could I make another request as Wyndham before the door closes? We'll also need a big rug that we can roll our dead rodent in, as well as an armed guard.
I think you're making it worse. Excuse me, Tom.
He thinks I'm Wyndham.
I know, but I don't know how long we can maintain. Should we just get out of here?
We're not going to stay here.
All these people have requested rest.
All right, I guess. Fine. Yes, but hi, Tom. It's me back. I opened the door again.
Did she say an armed guard? We don't really do that here.
It's a.
I mean, Wyndham would know.
That's right.
But she does sound angry and like Wyndham.
You mongrel, Tom. Get back to the kitchen, and if you're no help.
That is my nickname for her. Yeah. All right.
So, so it's a rug, a room,
a rug.
and
a particular kind of rug.
Large.
All right.
And I guess an armed guard.
Preferably.
We don't really have
rug.
armed guards here, but if you could have some food prepared in that room for us when we arrive, would be fantastic.
Maybe just a lookout.
Away.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Okay.
All right, this is getting a little out of hand. A rug, really? So what are we going to do with this body then?
Blood starts pouring out of the ears and eyes of the guy laying on the floor.
I'd like to.
And when I say pouring, I mean like literally like something inside him is being liquefied.
Is there like secret tunnels in this place or closets?
Like he would know.
I'd like to try and cast
Can't remember.
prestidigitation to keep the blood contained.
We can clean it up after the fact, but I don't know if that's going to stop the pooling.
I mean, prestidigitation, sure, like you're able to like get it to pool around his head like a halo of some kind. But but it is what it is. It's quite a bit of.
I might accidentally cast Mage Hand though.
Oh yeah.
No, it was prestidigitation.
I'd like to loot the body while everything's happening.
Sure, why not?
I did not think of that.
Because you're not a thief.
Right.
You are.
Maybe Eelynn could paint the body.
15 with what? Any modifier?
I mean, I would make that a search. So try to think. That would be probably just straight perception.
20.
Yeah. You find something on the body.
Oh. Prop stuff.
Ooh.
So Nyx is doing this while everyone else is doing whatever the heck they're doing. And she puts it in her cloak.
Does anyone notice that?
Yeah, she's acting kind of.
I mean, sure, make a perception check, I suppose.
One again. These dice are dead to me.
24 on
22.
Well, you're busy. You are definitely not.
I'm busy.
You're talking with Tom. You're trying to get a rug. This is only the people who didn't take part in that.
22.
15.
You noticed that she took something.
20.
You noticed she took something from you.
All right, Tom. Thank you. I swear we'll have lunch again soon. Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
He's gone already.
All right.
Question similar to what Laric said earlier. So someone's trying to kill Tyll. Should we stay here?
That's my question. We need a rest, but is this the best place
The answer is
for it?
no. We should not stay here. It's obviously unsafe.
I think some of us could possibly rest while others keep watch and
take turns.
But now we've set in motion. There's a room and food and a rug and there's all kinds of.
Question.
I could eat.
At my temple, can guests stay or not?
I mean, sure. Technically.
Is Anders still in the
So
room?
maybe Anders steps up and offers that as an option.
Well, Anders hasn't, but if you would like to ask him to do so.
Ask Anders, please. We're not safe here.
Anders, perhaps we could help these fools.
So.
Can I go with him to charm Anders a little bit?
Well, I don't know if you know what he's doing. He's kind of off. He's kind of off with Anders.
This is the private conversation.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of talking with him kind of off on the side, I'm assuming. You sure it'd be a good idea to bring this powder keg into the powder keg we live in?
Perhaps you're right. It's not a good idea.
I mean, if we sneak them through the back way, we could probably put them up in my apartment there.
And you'd be okay with that?
Better than trying to bring them through the front door and have them eat in a mess hall.
I defer to you on this. Is this a decision that I can't make?
Well, let's try to get them out of here as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Before somebody notices that.
Before we leave, I would like to sort of investigate the body to see if there's any kind of identifying marks that maybe would suggest where this person has come from.
Roll perception.
Could I do investigation?
You can roll investigation.
That's going to be a 19.
You don't see any identifiable marks other than a device that looks like it's embedded into his hand with a needle on it.
So it's not a wearable thing. That's surgically implanted?
It looks like it's some kind of a magical thing, either surgically implanted or magically placed into his palm. But it's not a band around it. It's literally embedded within the flesh of his hand.
Incredible, that wasn't the first time he stabbed himself. Changing your clothes, having a sandwich.
You're clever.
Going to the bathroom is really tough.
That's a serious occupational hazard.
Gotta be, you fingers only.
Ew.
Yeah.
Writing would be difficult.
Is there anything unusual about the is the poison that's being, it seems like it's pretty gnarly.
Well, first of all, it killed him instantly.
Right.
Part of his face is starting to cave in, so it's liquefying
So
bone.
maybe instead of a rug, we need a bucket.
It's liquefying bone,
that
it's
rug might have been
liquefying matter.
Right.
Like
The skin isn't being affected, but it looks like a balloon starting to deflate.
Okay, now that I smell it, I drop prestidigitation and it just goes splashing around.
Maybe the rug's the right thing. We can just lay it over the stain when it's all done.
Is this a poison that I've ever seen before or heard about?
Well, make a nature check.
Nature with a different set of dice there. I can't even tell. Oh, no, it's not great. 5. Nah, I've probably never heard of anything like this. I don't get out to nature much.
We can tell.
I mean, it's nothing that it's something exotic.
Right.
Laric, I certainly don't want to touch this, but do you think if we could take it out of his hand, that maybe we could...
Yeah, go for it. I don't know.
The reason I'm asking you is...
you stay back.
The reason I'm asking you
not
is...
him.
Please, you have tools, maybe, for handling poison?
Tools for what?
My point is that could we
I
extract...
mean, I have scissors, I could cut off his finger.
Aren't you the rat guy?
Yeah, what? Yeah. I mean, that's...
You don't have tools for your rat poison thing.
Yeah, I have poison, and I have a poisonous kit for making poison, but it doesn't mean I have a kit for dissecting people.
I say we ditch the body and get out of here. Give it out. It was us.
There's no point trying to clean up a mess that's uncleanable.
Exactly.
Has the rug been brought
then the
back?
question is, do we wait for Tom to come back, or do we use this as an opportunity to slip out?
Well, the thing is, Tom has seen all of us, so we may have to kill Tom too.
No.
He only saw you, the door was closed.
Right. And he believes that Wyndham was in here. So that's all he knows.
Maybe he'll keep quiet if he does Wyndham's dirty work.
Let's send him a letter saying he tried to kill us. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think it's dangerous.
How
But
about
didn't
you
we
write...
ask somebody when we first got here to show us into this room?
That was Wyndham.
How about you write, sorry for the mess, love Tobiath, and we get the snacks and leave.
I don't
So
wanna
you still
eat
want
this.
the food?
No, could be poison.
I agree.
Like, this is, who knows who's trying to kill us? Yeah.
Those of us who've been licking rocks
I have
for
to,
a while.
by the way, I have to apologize. I had no idea this kind of thing existed in this order. I apologize. I'm relatively new.
Shady order.
Well, I'm thinking it's probably not part of your order.
Right.
Yeah,
Good
that's the
point.
thing.
Yes, thank you.
Now
Is
that
there
I
any
think
way
about
to
it,
buy
this
it?
is your place.
Yeah.
These are your people.
Well, he's not my people.
No,
He's not
these
my...
are your people.
Yes.
And this happened to us because of you.
Not because of me.
You brought us here.
It was the place that we needed to be. I didn't know this was waiting for us. You're a little jump to conclusion-y.
I'm protecting myself.
We have to protect all of us.
Tyll, are
You say that now after we just killed somebody and maybe getting attacked by somebody else.
All I want to say is the first person that stepped up to defend you was me. Keep that in mind. And it goes against every fiber of my being to do that, but I did it. I did it because it was the right thing to do to protect us. And you need to believe that. My cause is our cause. I can't afford to have this kind of animosity. We need to work as a group.
Whatever we are going to do, we have to do it now. The longer we wait here,
Thank you, Anders.
the more complex the situation is.
Agreed. I think we need to leave.
Let's go.
ready?
Ready to.
Oh, I'm with a bunch of idiots.
We're going to the monastery.
Oh, great. That's a great idea.
Do you have a better one?
No, I'm saying that's a great idea. It just sounds like I'm being sarcastic because that's how I sound.
I see. Noted.
No, I just hadn't heard that was an option because there was a private conversation going on.
Sleep. It says nin is in.
I can see your tone being an issue later.
Is it possible that I know a secret entrance? Can I check for a back way out?
Sure.
Okay.
You're in such the wrong place for secret entrances and special
if there's a
passages.
secret of way out, if there's
This
a back
is
door or
literally
something.
like the temple of people who don't do anything interesting.
I know.
Like that's.
I just want to know if I might know a good way out.
The way out is the front door.
And I have 24 perception.
You are absolutely, unequivocally certain that there's not a single secret passage in this entire place.
This is a great game of D&D, by the way. We've been trying to sleep for 35 minutes.
And we still can't find a place to sleep.
Talking about getting out of
When
here
it started,
sleeping.
I said you get to go up to second level if you take a rest.
I know.
No rest.
Can't get around.
I'm just lying down on the ground next to this body, and I would like to go to
You do not want to do that.
A little bit
No,
farther
nowhere
away.
close.
All right,
Because
far away from the
it's
body.
getting more and more liquidy as time goes on.
All right.
Let's go with Anders.
So we're going to leave the Lion's Peak Sanctuary and journey to the Whitehall Monastery. Okay, so Anders sneaks you in through a side entrance and ushers you across the courtyard. It's getting late. So the courtyard isn't full of people. It's pretty easy to kind of move you through. And Anders is someone of authority, so nobody really questions it. People keep to themselves mostly here at the Whitehall Monastery. This is the place where Avengers generally have a sanctuary so as to not have to deal with the outside public and perhaps go berserk on them.
It's so we don't kill everybody.
He sneaks you into a small apartment of sorts on the property where Anders lives. It's not a huge place, so with 8 people, it's a little bit crowded, 9 including Anders. But he has a bed and he has a couple cots that he's able to get from a couple other places. There's a couch or two, and everybody else is pretty much 2 of you are going to be on the floor somewhere.
Have I ever been in his living quarters, you think?
Yeah, for sure. I can find someplace else to stay tonight.
I mean, that would be up to you if you feel more comfortable with that.
I have a feeling that the less I know about what is going on, the better.
But I do need you.
I know. But I can't come with you on this journey. There are others here that I have to counsel as well.
What am I going to do?
Your best.
Yeah, but we've seen how that's gone in the past.
You've changed. I believe in you, Fellig.
I just wish I did.
In time you will. In time you will. Look, maybe this will be good for you. Fate has decreed that you have no choice but to go outside and face the world. Or die. It's fantastic motivation.
I don't like either option.
I know. But I have a great shirt to remember you by. He pats you on the back. If you're not here in the morning.
Thank you.
And he leaves.
Nobody touches anything. If you break a single thing of his belongings, I will gut you. Understand?
Ooh, you're angry, aren't you? All the time.
Diana,
Doesn't that weigh on you sometimes?
Don't push me.
Diony has already taken some feathers out of a pillow to make a little bed on the ground and start stuffing them back in the pillow.
Were you roosted?
So when everyone's winding down, probably sleeping, Nyx would like to go to the Temple of Pallas.
You gonna leave?
She wants to leave to share what she has found.
Okay.
I mean,
Are we sleeping?
yeah.
She only needs 4 hours of actual rest.
Oh, I'm aware.
I know.
I mean, are we not setting a guard? like we've been, someone's tried to kill us a few times. I mean, if you're that sneaky, great. But
well,
8 of us, 8 hours of
Yeah.
sleep. We can each do 1 hour. I'll be on first watch.
If she only needs 4 hours, what does she get to leave?
Hold on, you guys don't know this.
She said that to the DM, not announcing it to the party.
I'm sorry.
You guys
She
also
didn't say,
don't.
I'm gonna leave when you guys are asleep.
And also, you guys don't know that Zin is an illusion. She looks exactly like. They look like twins.
9 of us, 8 hours of sleep.
Yes.
Not it.
Not it. You said you were going to go first, sister.
Sorry, I miscounted us, and now I see I'm not needed, so I will sleep the full 8 hours.
Okay, so you're gonna find someplace to sleep. There is a bed. If you so 3 people can sleep in a bed.
I want to sleep with my sister. Not like that. I mean,
Yeah, all right.
Now,
maybe
no,
like
I knew.
that.
I will say, Travis, if there's a way that I can impart this knowledge to my god without physically going there,
Well, you can do it in your dreams.
Okay, great.
Literally.
Okay, if that is an option,
you
then
are
yes.
the one person here who doesn't have to leave to go contact her people because you
All right,
literally. have
I just didn't know how I could do that, so now I know.
Hey, Zin, do you want to sleep in the bed here?
I don't want her to sleep with us, sister.
Zin? Oh, all right.
I mean, sure.
Well, if it's 3,
You don't want the
you
boys
pick.
to sleep with us.
Which one?
I'll do
Declyn?
first watch.
Let's see where this is headed.
I will.
Declyn, you seem safe. You
And
can
then we
sleep in.
figured it out.
Yeah. All right. I'm not going to go too far into this, just because that's not really the kind of show. But let's just say you've arranged your sleeping conditions, however you would like to for this evening.
You seem flustered, Travis.
No, I'm not. I just have a feeling this is going down a.
No, it was not going there. I just,
All right.
yeah.
I mean, it's fine if it is.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I just don't know that this is the appropriate moment for that.
No, I'm quite tired after the battle, actually.
There you go.
Got
You're
it.
going to wait for about halfway through the night. Now,
She's
what
a-
are you going to impart? I have a tube.
No, all of the things that I just learned.
Oh, okay. All right, so just all the information that you
Yes,
just learned.
all the
Didn't
information.
someone see that she had the tube?
I did.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it hasn't come up yet.
A couple of you saw it,
I was
but
just
apparently
asking.
nobody said anything. At any moment in time, do you?
When
take-
everyone is asleep,
Yeah.
I do take said tube.
Did you lose it already?
No, it's here. Out, and I open it.
Oh.
All right, now just a second. You didn't check for anything. You just opened it, right? I watched you do it.
So that's
Go ahead.
done.
No.
Go ahead. Before you unravel that, make a saving throw.
Oh boy.
Constitution.
Yikes.
Oof. 4, 6.
What was it?
Total?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Interesting. Where are you when you're opening this tube?
I'm in. So Nix and Zin are on the floor. They've opted for the floor.
Okay.
In the corner, dark.
Okie doke. Hey, Poison Boy,
Yeah.
does having the poisoner feat impart you any way to deal with somebody who gets poisoned?
It does not bode well.
Not specifically. It does. No, it doesn't. No.
Well, there's no poison in it, but you should have checked.
All right. Noted.
Go ahead.
Jeez.
You can either read it. You might as well just read it to yourself.
I'll read it to
who-
myself.
hold it, don't read it out loud unless
All right.
everybody knows,
All right.
because this is information they don't have.
All right.
All right. So as she is reading that, is there anything else that anybody is doing besides sleeping?
I guess when it comes to my turn to watch, I need to cast all of the spells that I recalled during the day. So I take my time staff, type in the requisite encodes, and open up the time stream, into which I cast the spells Firebolt and Tasha's Hideous Laughter, which were the ones that I recalled in the battle previous, just to make sure that gets done.
Understood. Do you do anything with the information that you just garnered from your tube? that could have had contact poison on it but didn't. So lucky.
I am very lucky. I roll it back up and put it in the tube and put it in my cloak. And then I would like to impart the wisdom that I have found to my god, Pallas.
To Pallas himself or to somebody else within the organization?
I think this is important enough to contact Pallas.
All right, so you deliver a message in your dream to Pallas himself regarding that information. All right. The night goes without incident. Roll for some hit points here. Yes.
During my hour, I created a holding bottle just to have one if I need it later, because it takes an hour.
Yes.
So there'll be one in my pack if I
that
need.
will mean that the next day will start with one slot used.
Of those bottles, yes.
Yes.
But it's
Yeah.
unfilled,
So
but I
you
have
create one holding
Spell
bottle.
slot.
Yes.
Yeah. No, not a spell slot. There's a slot of bottles that I can call, but not a spell slot.
That is a new ability that you got at second level. All right, so let's roll some hit points, shall we, for second level and add them to your totals.
I'm so scared.
Let's
Yes.
start with you, Diony.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. So you are rolling a 6-sided die.
Uh-oh, okay.
So the way I do this is it's yours or mine. So you're going to roll and I'm going to roll. And you can either take your roll or my roll.
I got a 5, and then it looks like I add 1.
So yeah, you will add 1 because of your constitution. Yeah.
And I don't get to know
In
what
fact,
yours was?
you had 8.
I did.
So I'm wondering if you have a feat or something
I
that
have
gives you.
hardy.
Yes. So you, because of the hardy feat, gain, I believe, double your constitution bonus.
Ooh. Yes,
Oh no, at
that's
first level. How does
Followers of Life gain double the bonus to their max hit points gained from their constitution at first level. They gain an additional 2 to their max hit points whenever they gain a level thereafter. So I think that puts me at.
So that means that with your constitution of 12, you will add 3 to that number. And so do you want to, I would imagine you want to keep your 5 and not take mine.
Yeah. I had 8 before, so I don't go up at all.
No, you add the 8 to this 8, so that's you have 16.
16 is my new max?
16 is your new max, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You had 8 before because your constitution was doubled, which is 2, plus the maximum at first level, which is 6.
Excellent.
Okie doke. Eelynn.
Yes.
So you're rolling a 10-sided die.
9?
Yeah.
I'll take mine.
Okie doke. What'd you roll?
+3, right?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
9.
Yeah, you definitely want to take yours.
12. So that's 25.
That would be, yes, 25. That's your new total. Pretty good for second level.
You're the tank.
Okay, Laric, you're up next. You are also rolling a 10.
Well, I just rolled. Do you want me to roll now? Or
Well,
I just rolled. I rolled a 2. I'm going to take what you've got.
Oh, shoot.
Well,
Am I rolling a
I didn't roll great either. I rolled a 4.
All right, still take it.
That's better than a 2.
Yeah.
So you get 8 more.
Yep.
So that's 22 is your maximum. I believe you are rolling a 12, Fellig.
Yes, I am. Where'd it go?
Hold on, let me get to a 12 here.
10.
All right, you're going to keep that?
Okay, so 21.
25 total.
25 total.
Strong, Fellig.
Like I said, unless you have a feat that I'm not aware of,
I don't think that I do.
which you may, because you've got... No, that's correct. 25. All right, coming to the other side. Declyn, you have an 8-sided die.
Here we go. 7. I'm going to keep it.
It's very smart. I rolled a 4.
Good. So 15 total for me.
15 total.
7 plus constitution.
Tobiath, you are rolling an 8-sided die.
1. I'll take yours.
I rolled I rolled a 7.
Great. +3 and then +2, so that's 12 on top of 14 for 26.
Yes,
I
that's
just made up
correct.
numbers.
26.
You're stronger. He's stronger than him.
I believe you.
Followers of Life, man. Teal.
I'm so scared.
I know.
But I rolled a 5. I'll take it.
That's better than I rolled a 2, so
Which
you didn't want that.
adds me 5 more hit points.
So
Not as
Are you in
squishy.
double digits
11.
yet?
I am. I'm at 11, guys. It's so exciting.
Nyx,
Which die?
you are rolling an 8.
6.
Nix with a 6.
You gonna keep that? That would give you another 8 hit points.
Yes, I would like to keep that.
All right.
He meant if you wanted his roll instead of your roll.
What is your?
You don't know what I rolled.
Yeah, you don't know. You have to pick if you want his or if you want
pick
yours.
mine or yours.
Oh.
Was Nick's just gone for the last 5 minutes?
I've been in a dream somewhere.
I was talking to Dan the whole time.
Yeah. So how many? Wait, how many do I have? Sorry.
18.
18. Gotcha.
Everybody know their totals?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So the next morning arrives. What would you guys like to do?
How'd everybody sleep? Was it good?
He's hospitable. Sleep well, thank you.
No, I don't care. I just want to make sure you didn't take anything.
Do we sort of point do new abilities that we've gotten? Like, do we? Okay, good.
They're
We're
there.
good.
Do I see anything worth taking when it's my hour to watch? Like just coins flying around. I'm trying to make a
Like actual money?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and make a. Are you just glancing about, or is it a hard search?
Oh, I'm searching.
So an investigation check then.
That's going to be a 4.
And do I not notice this?
If you're asleep, I doubt it.
Wait, she's doing it while we were asleep or now when we're awake?
No, this was while
It was
she was
my
sleeping.
hour of watch.
Yeah, your hour of watch. Well, I thought you said you weren't doing an hour of watch. You said you were skipping the hour of watch.
Sure did, sister.
So she did it just now.
I don't. I think she
I
tried.
did it just now.
Do I see
Didn't find
it?
anything.
She's looking around.
I turn out my pockets and show you.
Yeah, she didn't find anything. I mean,
It's
Didn't
not the
find
result.
she was
it's
probably
the
just
act.
looking for a spoon.
No spoons.
For what? Soup? Breakfast soup?
That's right.
Go suck a stone.
That's a good idea.
You do have a sucking stone still.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm ready to head to Tyr as I suck on my stone.
I would like to offer before we head out on this journey that I would like to purchase a few items for the journey.
Along the way?
Some
We have to-
armor specifically.
You gonna be able to afford that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I
With
don't
15?
think you have enough money to get better armor than you currently have.
I don't have any armor.
You don't have any money. I mean, very little.
Might I recommend that everyone lend their coins to me to be the keeper of said coins, and if we, as a group, reach 200 of them, I can make us a finding coin. And with that spell coin, we wouldn't have any trouble finding my sister's streets.
Do I need to roll for moron? Or,
No, you've already got it written on your face.
Thank you.
I think I'll keep my money. sister.
Yes, I've learned about you.
Just
and
an
your
offer.
money.
Just go Bender.
Bender is the god of lone peoples. So screw off.
Thanks.
I found this on the assassin.
You
and
didn't
it's-
find it. You snuck it.
Well, let her finish.
No, I saw her. She snuck it, and she didn't tell us about it.
She's telling us now.
In the
Yeah, but why
doctrine of
didn't she tell us at
Babbage.
the time?
I'm listening.
The walker will be at the Lion's Peak Sanctuary just past the 17th hour of the day of discovery. If you cannot kill him there, the next recorded sighting of the circle is in the city of Tyr, 2 weeks and 1 day hence. Their reasons for journeying to Tyr are undocumented. Use the needle provided. A handshake will do the deed. The walker is the key. Kill the walker, and the circle will break.
It's one thing to like, yeah, sure, people are trying to kill you, but like this is like a whole thing.
What does it mean by the circle?
Us.
What does it
We are the
mean that
circle.
the people in your temple are trying to kill you? I mean, it must.
It wasn't his temple.
No. If they're talking about recorded future time, I
Yeah.
mean, it's all timey-wimey and you have to explain it to me again, maybe. But it seems to me like someone is trying to kill you who's from Nigellin's side.
That's right. If
Either-
they know about points in time, they're
Right.
yours.
Either from my group or some sort of rogue faction in it, but it. See, one of the things I was thinking was like maybe we could talk to we could go to the Crone Observatory, maybe get some help with that, and then no, you're right, because now I don't think we should.
No.
Mine is compromised. Yours is compromised. I don't think we can trust either. Yes.
Should probably travel with disguises.
They're not going to attack us until we get to Tyr.
But they're going to attack us, you're saying.
Yes, but here's the thing. We know that now. This is, okay, so you all ask me why we don't do anything. It's not entirely true. One of the reasons that you learn about the future is so that you are better equipped to accept it or to handle it. We don't know what's going to happen when this person attacks us, but we know that they're going to attack us.
Well, we know
So
that
we're not-
person's not going to attack
Well,
you
not
because he's
this person.
just a puddle of flesh.
Right.
We know we're going to be attacked.
We know that we're going to be attacked, so we are able to prepare ourselves for that eventuality. We know the day we're going to be attacked.
2 weeks.
They're not going to surprise us.
We could surprise them.
How
Exactly.
far of a journey is Tyr from here?
That's a great question.
So, if you follow the main road,
Where are we?
the main road will take you through the Iron Pass to Tyrion's Way, then around, so it's about 200 to 300
Okay.
miles on the main road. There is only one way to get across the mountains, and that's the Iron Pass. So if someone was traveling to Tyr, they would have to go through the Iron Pass, at least to make it there within 2 weeks and 1 day.
Are there alternative routes at all? Can we go perhaps up to Mithril, and then is there some
make-
sort of route along the mountains?
That would be really harsh because you have to go through I believe you'd have to go through the Hidden, which is a really, really difficult area to get through.
Sounds
Now,
like we would stay hidden.
roll a history check. If you are under the god Jakar, you get advantage.
Hold on.
That's for all of us.
Did get a 19.
Plus.
18.
Oh, wait.
Advantage, yeah.
Plus our normal
we
history.
We're all rolling or just
They're all rolling,
yeah.
yeah.
Modifier.
18.
My history modifier. It's 20.
History.
18. Wait, history. 19.
19.
14.
All right. So anybody who rolled over 17, I would say. Just gonna pick that number because it's a little higher than even a 15 would be. There are rumors that when the Gods' War happened, there was a siege of the city of Jura. Siege lasted 6 years. It was the forces of Eelynn and Malak aligned to siege the city of Jura. It's the only time in history that anybody's tried to siege the city of Jura. The reason why the city of Jura was able to survive for 6 years was a man named Babard Tiberius, who was the head of Babbage's temple, the head of the Thieves Guild, in other words, built a tunnel through the Iron Mountains that led almost directly to Tyr and was able to get supplies from Tyr into the city of Jura. It took him a full year to do it, took him a great deal of magic, and it didn't hurt that he didn't know it at the time, but the goddess Ceresia was his young wife and actually became pregnant during this period of time with the goddess Ticket. And that was the period of time where the goddess Ticket was born. So everything that could go right went right during the building of Babbage's Hall, which is what that passage was called. Now, Babbage's Hall has not been used or heard of or seen in hundreds of years. It could be a legend. It could maybe not exist, although we know that the city of Jura held out for 6 years. But that is a piece of lore that you have heard of. And if it does exist, it would certainly be a very quick way and a very secret way, and not a public transportation to get to the city of Tyr. So if somebody was waiting for somebody who was traveling to Tyr, they wouldn't expect you to find Babbage's Hall.
what was the hero's name called?
Babir Dedarius.
Babir Dedarius.
Yeah.
Living it, and it was brother Babar.
Babar Dedarius,
Yes.
yeah. He owned elephants.
Nicknamed the elephant, yes. Well, I see it as we have really three options. We could take the regular road there.
Mm-hmm.
We could take the whole tunnel and try to beat this assassin and catch them when they arrive. Or we could take our sweet time, go through the tunnel, arrive after the assassins show up, and
Well, we don't know that this tunnel's real, Declyn. This is just like hearsay, right?
What tunnel are you talking about?
Babbage's Hall.
I don't know what that
I'm
is.
not aware.
Well, I'll explain it quietly while they discuss this. To anyone who doesn't know about it, I've heard about it.
He explains what I just explained.
Right.
if it exists, I believe that it does.
I'm sorry. We are in Tyr in 2 weeks.
And 1 day.
And 1 day. That's recorded.
Yes. Actually, 2 weeks, because it was 2 weeks and 1 day from
yesterday,
yes,
right.
yesterday.
So, but that's recorded.
Even that for us to decide?
I don't know. I thought it was just the moment when with all the shooting in the heart was for us to decide.
We will be there in 2 weeks.
So it doesn't matter what
Is there
path
any
we
way
take.
to not have that happen?
Not go there.
Right. We can change that. You're saying we can't even change that because it will happen.
Well, we have to find the second, or otherwise we're going to get all turned out by the forces of time, turned inside out, and I don't want that.
Cerise is missing every minute that we are apart. She may be in trouble, and I will kill anyone who is in our way on the path to Tyr or otherwise. So, do you know the location of this hall?
I know of a poem that tells the location of it in rhyme.
Now, how does it go?
Babbage's
Which is crazy because there are 3 different stanzas.
each stanza being in sonnet form. Yeah. is what I have.
We've got 2 weeks.
Quatrains, really.
I am the
Let me be more clear. I know of a legend of a poem that exists that tells the tale of the travel of the tunnel through the hole.
If there only way to get that information, is it something we would head in that direction and sort out as we go?
We do have a worshipper of Ticket. I mean,
Sure. Well,
seek within.
Yes.
It's not called Ticket's Hall. Ticket was born at the day that Babbage's Hall opened. Yes, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's part of Ticket lore, other than that's what was happening when she was born. It is. It's more of a Babbage thing.
Is there a group of thieves?
Well, of course, yeah. This is
Babbage's thieves that I can
yeah.
go and speak with.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
As a
It's
thief
almost like that thing
myself.
you read at the beginning has something to do with this.
Maybe.
Would I know the location of these thieves? The Thieves Guild, I'm assuming.
The Thieves Guild would be in Dockside in a part of town called the Boneyard. They call it the Boneyard because that's where a lot of bodies show up.
oh, we have a body to get in. Did anyone bring that?
Well, you don't have to bring a body to the Boneyard.
It's not like an admission.
It's just that it happens to be where they float by.
But if we do need one, I can make one.
Okay.
Sure,
I think
exactly.
if anyone would know of the legacy and possible information, it would be.
So yeah, I mean,
they are there, so maybe that's our first
There,
stop.
in fact, I would say that considering what you do, Nix, there are knowledge brokers in the Boneyard that might have information that might be able to give you knowledge in exchange for knowledge.
Ooh.
I mean, you do have one very pricey piece of knowledge right now.
Sure do. I do have one
and
to
you
give
have it in a tube even.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Unpoisoned tube.
an unpoisoned tube. Yeah, I know. I can't believe she just opened that.
Well, I've learned now.
And clearly, you're not afraid to even to go to a place with a boneyard uninhibited without any checking. You just blaze right in. So I think that would work.
But she came from
She
came from that part of town.
Yeah.
I am a thief.
Yeah.
I'm learning about
So-
my traveling companions.
So yeah, I mean that would definitely be a way to go.
Right. So,
Oh, by the way, there's a small little squeak at your feet, and you find that Chance.
Yes. Oh, Chance.
This little guy here.
There you are.
This little guy here.
what is that?
It's my familiar,
This is
Chance.
familiar, made of glass.
Hold on, I'll get it.
No, it's a mouse. It's a glass mouse. It's not a
This little
rat.
glass mouse has brought you a cracker that he found somewhere because he is your familiar, so he's trying to get you fed.
toss that over.
Be very careful with this. It's actual real glass, but if you could pass this over to him.
But it's alive?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
an animated glass.
I've animated
mouse.
him. This is the set of skills that I possess as a glass blower in service of Ceresia.
Oh, don't drop it!
You're a charmer, aren't you?
Quite so, quite so. Boneyard. We should go to the boneyard. Nix basically tries to shove her away, but essentially is like, there's a boneyard where the thieves are. We should go there and ask.
We can all go.
Well, I'm reluctant to say we should all go, considering, but there are things that we could trade for information.
All right.
Such as?
You.
Secrets.
All right.
A secret for a secret.
Well, you should tell your companion there to not spill the beans on the most vulnerable member of our party.
I do what I please. That's it. See, just like you do.
Yeah, bit of an issue. Maybe we get down there where.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have her sorted. Right, Zin?
Sure. Lots of wild cards.
Yeah. So we go there and we ask them if they know how to get to Babbitt's
I
Fort.
ask them. You don't say anything. I ask them.
Oh.
Right. Perhaps I could assist by disguising myself of someone well reputed in that area.
You might, but they also might see right through your flimsy disguise.
I also
I'm
dated.
sensing animosity. Can we dive down into the root? What's our beef?
15 minutes later.
I feel healed. Do you feel healed?
Well, all I'm saying is if you didn't steal the thing, then they wouldn't be so upset and we wouldn't be in this predicament that we're in. I mean,
feel like
again,
that
we've
has brought
spent
us all
15 minutes
closer.
talking about
An additional 15 minutes later.
That's brought us all closer, I'd say, and I'd say thank you so much for
Right.
being brave enough to have that talk.
To be
Let's
fair,
go! Boneyard.
Let's go to
closer
the
to everyone.
boneyard.
I hold your hand as we skip
Thank
out.
you.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Sister.
Before we depart, I would like to share something with all of you. Upon awakening this morning, I found that new powers had awakened in me that could perhaps help us all if needed. I now, as an animist, can transform myself into a bear,
Nice.
a wolf,
Nice.
a squirrel,
Let's
and a snake.
Nice. Oh, lovely.
Some of those are useful.
I mean, I could see things where a squirrel or a snake could also be useful if I need to sneak in somewhere and spy and come back and report. So
That's cool.
You know,
That's
besides
awesome.
being a bear or a wolf and just mauling someone to death, which is always fun, in my dreams, and now I can bring those
Nice.
dreams to life.
I can also sneak with the squirrel.
Okay, then.
I
Derive the
would
tongues.
say
That's cool.
So-
Yeah,
Squirrel
let's go.
fits you.
What?
As like a vibe check. Squirrel.
15
Y'all had
minutes
a name.
later.
An animal. We've got a name for animal.
Shall we go?
So off to the boneyard then.
Yes.
Next time on Dungeon Call.
It's a bit of a
sketchy area, so just, keep your wits about you.
You don't have to kill anyone who looks at you funny.
I want to give her advantage because I'm right next to her and I want to help my sister out. By sweet talking him, to try to get information out of him.
Could you deny these two? Possibly.
Okay. I'll be sticking close to this one.
Listen, I need something that I can sell.
You want to sell it?
Of course I want to sell it. What do you think? I just sit around this shop all day long and think to myself, oh, I wish I knew the secrets of the universe.